What's it about now? What's the elevate? Ori mi kole abane. I don't bad belly want to suffocate. With the bad doing the jollificate. All I told be I'm a party with you. Oh, I told be I'm a party with you. What the told be I'm a party with you. Party with you. I'm a party with you. What's it about now?
NineJockey.com.
What's it about now? What's it about? What's it about now?
Oh my god. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm doing like something so different.
I'm pretty sure other
Let me try and just introduce myself first,
I'm pretty
okay?
sure other YouTubers do this too.
No, for my channel, like I'm just you know, I'm doing something apart from vlogging, and that's obviously talking about our cultures and cultural differences. And to help me with this is my brother. Mother to mother, as you can see the resemblance.
I know, I'm the better looking half. She got all the...
Should I introduce yourself? Just introduce yourself.
Oh, no, my name is Ishmael. I'm her compatriot, uni student.
Compatriot.
Acquaintance. Yeah, I'm her brother from another mother.
Yeah.
You know, she has come to me, the social scientist, to help us speak about culture. So let me enlighten this fool.
What is culture?
Let me enlighten them. That's one for the headlines. What is culture? There'll be entire courses for that shit. There'll be entire degrees.
Study the whole thing. So the reason I brought Ishmael to my I invited you to my channel.
You didn't just drag me here like, boy, come with your ass. I decided to come. You know.
No, you heard YouTube and you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm coming. But the reason,
like maybe when something like
the
that.
reason.
Please, I am not the one who did this to you. I am not the one frustrating. I'm not the one frustrating your life.
This is the longest video ever. We're just trying to have that proper conversation.
I'm not the one frustrating your life.
Let's have a proper conversation.
Okay, let's be adults. Let's be adults and
something you don't know how to do, but I can teach you.
So
anyway,
see, how can we have an adult conversation when you're saying you're teaching me manners?
The reason I invited Ishmael to my channel for today is because me being a Nigerian. Ishmael, where are you from actually? You didn't tell them where you're
I'm from Sierra Leone.
How long have you been in Australia for?
Well, I'm 22, so that's 18 years since I was
18 years.
Since I was 4 years.
So I've been in Australia for 7, 8 years. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I don't know.
Wow, that's sad.
So the reason.
That's sad.
So yeah, like I've been here for 8 years, and throughout that time I've faced some cultural shit, like some cultural differences. I'm not sure about you. Have you faced some cultural differences?
Yeah, because it feels like two different worlds, you know. It's like there's one world outside of your house, and then when you go home or you're in like a community setting or some shit, it's a totally different world. So yeah, there's a couple of those, you know. And
also because like before I came to Australia, I was in like GSS1, so that's like
what's that?
Year 7 in Nigeria. So GSS1 is the year 7 in Nigeria. So you just finish primary school and then you're in GSS1, GSS2, SS1, SS2, SS3. So yeah, I was in GSS1 and I just finished GSS1, and I was like, GSS1 was like the low of the lowest. Like you don't want to be the lowest. Like the minute I moved to GSS2.
So you're pretty dumb. Yeah,
no, not dumb. Like cultural wise, I was like treated like shit because I had to look after the seniors. Because I went to boarding all girls school, and like the seniors would be like, oh, go fetch me water. Go buy me buns, and they'll give you like 10 naira, but then the buns is like 20 naira, so you have to use. Ciggies? No, like naira is like naira.
I mean like buns.
Buns are egg buns, so it's like egg, like an egg pastry kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So there's egg inside it, and then like you fry it and shit like that. So yeah, and then they'll be like, oh, go buy apple juice called lakasara. Like go buy apple juice and like egg buns for, let's say lakasara is like 50 naira, right? And they would only give you half of it. They'll only give like 20 naira, and they'll be like, oh, so you're like, but there's not enough money, and they're like, bitch, I had yours.
Shit, I had like something similar like that
So
at home.
it's so annoying. And then me come in here, like, so I've always wanted to be a senior. Like, I've always wanted to like tell somebody, you do that, you do this.
No,
and then I got sad when my dad said, okay, you're coming to Australia when you're like, when I was meant to move into GSS2, which is like year 8. And I was so pissed. And I was like, but I want to.
I want to rule it. I want
I want to pass down.
I want the
This
power.
thing, like, I want to pass it down. And I got here, and I went in year 7. Like, I came back when I was on the last, like December time, year 7. So like we're about to finish year 7, and I was just like, everyone's so rude. No one cares. Like, you know, like all these white people just don't care about you. Like, they don't respect you the way they should. And I was just like, you know, like I expected someone to respect me, you know, because I respected somebody in Nigeria, and I'm not getting respected here. And it's like,
well, I'm sorry, but
who are you? Like, it was like that. But did you ever experience something like that? That like.
No, because my one was like opposite to yours, where it's like I had like conflict. It's like I had like, it was like Africa at home, and then it was like fucking Australia on the streets. So it was so weird because it's kind of like, I had something similar to you where like my mom would always send me to go, like whenever she's cooking, she would wait until she starts cooking and like every little thing she forgets is like chili or pepper or Maggi.
Go down the street.
She'll be like, go down the street and go get it. I'd be like, fuck, bro. And it got to a point where I was so mad that like every time she would start cooking, I planned it. I'm like, oh shit, she's about to start cooking. Guess
Leave
what?
the house?
I'm gonna leave the house to go play. I'm gonna leave the house to go play. Because I know she forgot something, bro. And it always used to drive me nuts, you know? And it's like, my house was a dictatorship, bro. It was pretty much
I think I forget how
a dictatorship.
I was like,
It's like, damn it. But then it was like so different contrast because it's like, I used to go to school and it's like, you see these kids be like, shut up, miss! Don't tell me what to do!
I know!
And I'm like,
and then they get beaten and then
I'm like, god damn, man. I was like, these guys are bold. Like, I just, you know, so.
Oh my god.
So I feel like for me, that's like, it was really different. Because like, I didn't expect that because I went to school here and everything, so. Like since I was kindergarten, I started kindergarten here. So
you were like technically, it's like different world for you, but in the same country. But
but it's like totally
you go
different
home to Sierra Leone, you come back to Australia.
Yeah,
but for me, it was more like
it was a culture shock for you.
Yeah, it was like a slap in the face, and I had to like quickly get used to this new culture that I'm brought into, and it's like before I started school, my dad was like, oh, don't start fighting with anybody even though the cops are gonna come take you. Don't do this because the cops are gonna do this. And I'm like, I got so scared. And then like I get 7, like this like young, like this kid's like trying to bully me and shit. But I couldn't punch on because like, my dad's like, you're gonna go to prison.
No, my mom was in prison. Like my mom just made this story about like this black book. She's like, they're gonna put your name on a black book.
There's black book in Nigeria too, but like.
But she's like, oh, we're gonna put your name on the black book. She's like, when you're on the black book, guess what? Your life is over. You can't do anything.
Like, so my dad put that fear in me.
It was kind of weird. It was like everybody in my school kind of thought like, oh, this guy's a bitch. Because I used to not like do shit. I used to just be quiet. Like,
but it's mostly your parents telling your parents like, no, you do it.
And I'm like, you guys don't understand, man. I have like a hangman at home.
Legit. It's like I feel. Like legit.
It's like I ain't scared of none of you bitches. But if that woman hears any complaints whatsoever,
if the school decides to call,
even if they
or drop a letter,
unless it's an award or it's something good.
Sports award, my parents will go to.
Even sports awards, they don't give a shit. Africans don't give a damn about sports.
I like, my mom, would you come to my sport? She's like, what is that? I'm like, wow.
She's like, so you're engaged in this useless behavior.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to get academic accolades, you're engaged in this useless behavior.
Like I remember the time my sister and I were still in high school, so she was still like I still had like a face to look up to. And we went to do like a power run. What's it called?
Which one?
You know the one where you run and keep running and keep running and keep running. The power run thing. It's like
fuck that. That sounds like bullshit.
The marathon thing, but the long ones. And
or some shit.
Yeah. We did it right, and then we got to the next level, and we had to go to the agriculture school in Glenview to do it. And my dad was like, aren't you gonna miss school? Aren't you missing important stuff in school? You should be at school, blah blah. We just gave up in the next round. And then like the next athletic carnival, I decided to do like 400 meters run, and I got second. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got second in athletics this thing. And I didn't go to the next round. Like I didn't go to the next round because my parents are like, don't, like, you're gonna miss an important information in school, and you should be improving academically instead of running around like a lost cause. Like
Yeah, I think it's true that I like that, but I think it comes from
because you can become successful.
Yeah, but
like Usain Bolt is successful, isn't it?
Yeah, how many Usain Bolts are there?
There's still other black people successful by doing sports. I know.
What are the percentage of?
I don't know.
Of like people who become like sportsmen compared to like accountants or some shit.
Accountants? Do you know how many accountants there are? I mean,
exactly.
People become accountants.
Exactly.
Like it's so basic. I mean,
it's
no
basic,
offense to accountants because you guys do my tax and shit, but yeah.
I think African parents are more like pragmatic. They think about it like so, like okay, you have like 1 in a billion chances of becoming the next Usain Bolt, but guess what?
But
you have like 1 in like 50,000 chances.
I know.
So it's like I understand where they come from, but they have like they have like a sad way of going about it.
I was like secluded from like. Like my friends, if my friends love to run or like to go on excursions, I can't go because I'm here just lonely as fuck because I'm trying to study and all this stuff.
Get
it's
good
so
grades.
annoying.
Get good grades.
Yeah, get good grades. Like where am I now? Western City. No, I love Western City. But the thing is like
oh, Western Sydney, bro.
Western City for life, okay?
Fine. Whatever,
but like the thing is like
essentially China
they just try to like instill so much fear on you, and it's like
I think it's just because of like they just think of it as like an opportunity thing. So I think like they have that like dictatorship mentality. So like normally, like another way of them would have said it would be like, oh, I think it's better that you focus on your education and stuff like that. They could have said it that way, but they don't understand that language. They understand like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? They just have the aggressive way of putting it.
And also, I feel like because your parents like they always like it's something that most of them they probably didn't get to do.
Yeah, true.
And it's like, well, I didn't have this education, so I want you to have it. And they put it on you, like you have to be better than what I didn't do, or like what I didn't achieve. And it's like, well, I'm trying my best, but I'm trying to do me too at the same time.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with two worlds too, because like they come from a totally different mindset. Like they see everything here as a blessing. Like, dude, this is awesome. Like, how could you not take advantage of this? How could you not?
Yeah, and I'm just like, I just saw like what Luke in school telling his mom shut the fuck up. Like,
I know, and it's like for me, it's like a totally different thing.
Like it's like like they used to so much, and then you go to school, and then your white friends or like all your friends are just I know ain't nobody in school, nobody study. Let's go out, let's jig, let's go down, let's go down this street. I know it. The day you decide to jig is when your mom decides to go down the store.
You know, I have to guts the jig, man. I
hate jigging.
I only started jigging. I didn't even, to be honest, I think I never properly jigged, you know, because
I was always scared.
Because I never properly jigged. Because like I only jig like, let's say, you know, the last 2 weeks of school, when like nobody comes,
nobody comes. I still go to school
and nothing happens.
I go to class
and like even the teachers just like play games with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is when I'd be like, okay, you know what? Like me and my friends would go to Cronulla and stuff, and the teachers wouldn't even write it up because that's how much of a fuck they didn't give. Because I knew they wouldn't write it up. Because if they wrote it up, my mom would just be like, so you decide to fuck around, young man? You think because it's 2 weeks you're not doing work? Like some crazy shit like that, bro.
No, it's just so sad, and it's like, you know, now that we're actually in uni, even now that I'm in uni, it's still like they're still on your ass. They're keeping on you like you gotta do shit. Yeah, if I tell my dad like, oh, you know, I got like a credit and a pass, he's like, let me see your result.
Disappoints me.
Like he's giving me like congratulations, but let me see your result just in case you're lying. Let me check it out.
I'm the person who trusts you for nothing, man. I feel like it's because they were sneaky as little kids too, so they're like,
so they knew all the things.
They know all the things. They've been. I reckon they were even better sneaks than us. Cause like over there in Africa, like everybody's a fucking surveillance camera, man.
Oh,
you know? That's
that
what
auntie.
Yeah, that
auntie.
Your child. That uncle. Like I remember I was in Sierra Leone last year, right? And then me and my uncle were in the car, we're driving, and there was this little school kid on the street, side of the street, playing in a puddle, right? My uncle doesn't even know this kid, has no association, no family association. What he did, he stopped. He's like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing? Don't you know your mom's gonna wash those clothes? Like, don't you know your mom's gonna wash those clothes? Get off the streets." And he's like, and the kid is like, "Oh, sorry, uncle," and he got off the street and went home. Like that is how these people are, bro. It's like you can't, like the entire country is surveilling you.
Everybody like was snitching you.
Everybody was snitching you, man.
Yeah, but what about punishments? Like,
you
know, when I tell my best friend, like, oh, you know, I got beaten last night. He's like, that's not good.
I know. How could? Aren't you traumatized? I'm like, it's not traumatic when everybody's getting it. It's it's like everybody in the household got
Shit
ass
happens,
whooped.
I
Everybody,
guess.
it's weird because it's like everybody in the household gets ass whooped. You know what I mean? It's
well,
like,
technically,
it's
only me get ass whooped because I was a young one, and you know.
I'm like all the kids get ass whooped.
Well,
you know?
see, the thing is with me, because me being the youngest one, my sister already knows how to escape all this stuff. She already knows the way. You know, she's already old enough to know how to get out of stuff. And I'm still growing up, and I go out to school. I see a certain behavior. I try to bring it back home.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm 16. You can't tell me what to do. I'm legally right. Like, I can do this. Like, as a 16, when I turned 16, I was so excited, you know? When I turned 16, I was like, I'm 16. You can't tell me what to do, blah, blah. My dad's like, eh. Whack. My mom's like, who are you to disrespect me? Whack. Like, you know?
Arrogance, you are not an adult until you're married.
Legit,
and you're out of your parents' house. And you can't even really leave your parents' house until you're married. Like, you're not even allowed to leave your parents' house until you're married. Until that stage, you're not even out. And even then, they can still just come in your house however they feel like.
Like they own the place.
Like they just walk into your house like, this is my area.
Yeah,
like I am here.
And they're like, bring me the remote.
Yeah. They'll call like 30 minutes before time. I'm coming to your house.
They will call. They just knock on the door.
I know. True.
Where are you? I'm at your house. Open the door right now.
I think they'll only call just because like they don't want to go there. Nobody's there.
Yeah. That's another thing in Australia though. Like one thing I learned in Australia, money and the fact that you have to call. So as a young kid, when I was in Nigeria, when people visit my mom, they would give me money.
Yeah.
Like
true.
Here's money. You know, buy some stuff or like. Use this to buy Coke, use this to buy mineral, buy snacks, and it's like 100 naira, 1,000 naira. And I was so rich when I was young. I came here and people started visiting us. I was so excited. I'm like,
and then they didn't give me money.
And then they're leaving. I'm like,
no.
Like,
no.
Looking at them like, so you gonna like pay? And they never gave money. And I was like, what the hell is people here? They visit and they're not giving me money. Like what the I did say hello, didn't I? I knelt down, didn't I? I greeted you properly. I did everything properly. Why aren't you giving me the money that I deserve? Like,
but to be honest, to me, like I think maybe because you were getting a bit older though. Because when you came here, how old were you? Like,
I was 12, 11.
No, because like I remember, like when I was really young, like I think I was like 6, 7 or something, 8. I would still have uncles coming over giving me like $5 or $2, but not every time. It wasn't like
money was $50. I was so excited.
It wasn't like you know like. I didn't expect it every time, but sometimes they would like flash me $5. They would like, you know, I know, here you go. And then guess what happened?
You grew up.
No, my mom would take it from me.
My mom took all my money from me. I had all this money. I was rich as a young kid. And my mom is like, Amaka, that money that uncle gave you, give it to me. Let me use it to buy something for all of us to eat. So, and I'm like, I don't care about everybody. Like, I care about me.
And it's like, no,
I did my proper job to get this money.
That would hurt, bro.
And it was so weird coming here and then not receiving that money. Like, not receiving... They just come and eat my own food, like, no, I'm not saying they should eat my food, like, hospitality, you get it, but, you know, I didn't get anything back, and it's like, why is everyone so stingy, like, why is everyone so stingy, like, I legit miss Nigeria.
They throw away money, like, people, I don't know, we act like we have money.
But we're so poor.
Like, you know, even in weddings, man, we just be chucking money at people. Just be like, even the people who don't have money, with their $5 or something, just chucking money at people. I don't understand that. Even like, same thing with me when I went to Africa still, like, we had people coming over. Everybody that comes to your house to visit you, you have to give them money. When they're going, you have to give them something when they're going. Is it not when they come into yours, you give them something, or when they're leaving you? Like there has to be an exchange. There has to be an exchange of something. If it's my birthday, technically in Nigeria, if it's my birthday, I'm the one that's meant to give you shit. I know. No, you give me stuff. How does that make sense? It's like, so it's people like, oh, what are you gonna give us for your birthday? Like, it's my birthday. You're meant to give me stuff. I was born today. But they're like, no. You should shout your birthday out for us. Damn. And it's like, okay. I don't think we do that though, but I think maybe. No, like if I had a birthday party, I have to give a thank you gift. Like a thank you gift. If I have a wedding today, I still have to give a thank you gift. You know Plus call them the next morning to thank them for coming, each individually. And you don't invite 5 people to your wedding. You invite up to like 100 or so to your wedding. You have to invite all the extended people, even the ones you don't care about. If you don't do it, it's like the biggest insult. Even if they don't want to come. Yeah, he didn't even call me back. He didn't even say thank you for coming. Like,
What
you
do you think?
you have to not just invite your own close family that really cares. You have to invite the other people who you don't even care about. They don't know you. They don't concern with you.
I'm so dumb. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I'm actually so white, or like, you know, I've actually taken the culture of like a white person, and
I feel like we're blended a bit.
Yeah, you know, there's a way in between. We're the in between is. You know, we're like, okay, in this part we can accept the white behavior. In this part we put the black thing into it. Yeah. But it's always so hard.
It's a bit difficult sometimes.
When you meet your friends,
everybody, auntie, uncle.
Yeah, but when you meet your friends' mom, you call them by their name.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's your white friend's mom, that is.
Yeah, of course.
That's the white friends, or like, you know, the other ethnicity friends. But like,
you call them by their name. But if it's other ethnicity, no. But always. Like, if it's a white person, you can call them person's mom by the name. Like, oh hey, Claire, or hey this, you know, whatever. But Machi cannot come to my house and call my mom Christiana.
You have to call her auntie.
He will get slapped.
It'll be like the most offensive shit.
Machi's worst fear to come to my house is the fact that he would get disowned. Like, I'm like, Matt, pick me up. He's like, I don't want to. Is that okay with your dad? Is that okay with? Am I gonna get disowned from your house? Like, I don't want to get taken away from your house. It's so easy to get disowned from my house. You did something wrong, you're out. Like you're not allowed no more.
You are trashed.
Yeah, legit, you're trash.
You're trash.
And it's like so.
You know, I accidentally, like, I remember like in my early stages of growing up.
Still growing up.
I mean, what do you mean, man? I'm a grown ass man. What are you on about? Anyway, my early stages, I'm playing with you right now. In my early stages, like, I had like some conflict because like I was like I would meet some older white ladies, and like, you know, older black ladies, you always call them auntie, and I'd be like, I said hello auntie once to this older white lady, and she looked at me like,
I'm not that old.
She's like, why are you calling me auntie?
Yeah, they're like, don't call me that.
She didn't say that, but she just gave me this look, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
And like it made me just reflect on like, I call every black lady auntie and uncle, even though I know I'm not black.
Yeah, we're not blood related.
Oh, yeah.
See, in high school, you call them sir and miss.
Yeah, sir and
miss. But you come to uni, you can't call them sir and miss because they're like, I'm not old.
Yeah. And it's like, oh shit, that's because there's way older people here.
Yeah. Too. So, like, so you call them by their actual name. But imagine you go to a uni in a lecture in Nigeria, and you call the lecturer by his name. You're failing the whole course.
Goodbye, man. You're the worst enemy. Like, I even had what's it called? I had the same issue with I have like right now my girl's best friend. Yeah, she's getting married, and she just met, and she's like really, really like white side. Like, she's really
yeah, and like white.
No, like she's black, but like she's really like influenced by the white culture and stuff, and like Australian culture. So it's like she doesn't hang around a lot of black people all the time. So she met one of her aunties, like, who she hasn't seen in a while, and it's not even really her auntie, and she called her by her name. And her auntie didn't say anything. But then as soon as the auntie went home, she called her mom. She was going off. She's like, I can't believe your daughter disrespected me this much. And it was like a whole family trouble. Like, they even called her, and they're like, and her mom called her.
So
I was like, how could you do that? Do you want to shame us? Is that how we raised you?
Auntie from heaven. Yeah, you know, sometimes I actually know some Nigerians. If I call them auntie, they're like, no, don't call me auntie, just call me this. Yeah. Like, you know, some of them like, oh, you know, I'm too young to be called an auntie.
Yeah, but those are the ones that are like, they don't want to be considered old.
Yeah, they don't. But like, there's a few of them. But then, like me, you know how I felt when I get disrespected by my, you know, classmates or like people younger than me when I came here.
True.
It's like, who are you? Like, if I'm able to give respect to somebody, why can't you give me respect too? Yeah. Like, I think I get heated so much.
There's that part of us where it's like, if there's anybody like even 2 years younger than me talking
the wrong way
to you, you're like, wait a minute, child, God hold me.
I'm like, God, don't let me fight with a little kid in front of everybody. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna
don't let me put hands.
I'm gonna respect myself, and I feel like even like I have like these two, like, what's it called? I have these two. What do you call it?
These two what? What do you call it?
Nah, these two younger kids. Oh, yeah. Well, they're not even that much younger.
Demon kids.
No, these two younger kids, and they're not even that younger than me. They're like 18 or some shit, right? But like, I used to be like considered like back then. I'm like way older than them, and like I remember even coming up to them. It's like this. Our relationship is different. You know what I mean? It's like they can't just like speak to you anyhow. Like even it's just I don't know. It's different. Like
yeah,
there's like a age boundary that like we like respect it. Even
and it's so weird because you don't know what to talk about. Like if I see other like family friends and the young kids and they come say, oh, hey auntie, and I'm like, first of all, I'm not an auntie, and like second of all, I don't know what to talk to you about because you're so young to me, and I'm like, how are you? Okay,
too
bye.
Late. You're an auntie. Like right now she's like, even I'm uncle. Like I have like little siblings calling me uncle.
Hey auntie, and I'm like.
Damn it. But also feels like it kind of gives you like you a sense of responsibility.
Yeah,
like
true.
when people call you that, you can't like
you.
like even like I find myself now when I go to household with younger kids, I talk a bit differently. I don't be like gang, what's up? Gang. Crazy shit. I'll be sitting down like, I'm in this house. You know, I'm a bit more composed and shit. You know, compared to like as in right now.
But it's so different with what it is here, and it's like
it is.
If you're gonna move to a different country, there's
sometimes I feel like I'm being fake.
Yes,
I feel like I'm being fake. I feel like I'm being fake. I feel like I'm just like there's two different sides of me.
Yeah, because
you know,
and people when you have white friends, right, and you're so white with them, and then the black person comes
and then all of a sudden
and you're like,
black,
and then oh my gosh, you changed, like your accent changed, like you have to. I'm like,
it's not really
like. There's a black person here. I have to act black.
It's like when I started roasting you. When I started roasting your ass, and it's like this girl, she's been away from the black community so long. She's like her roasting game had limited, but then she was getting it back.
First of all, I roasted you first. You didn't just roast me first.
By the time we got downstairs, this girl's roasting game has already increased. She gave me one that I was like, I was like,
I was like, oh my god! I was like, yes, that's right.
So she still has it. She still has it.
But like the thing is, when you're black and you're in a white-based country, but Australia is not really white-based; it's like multicultural. But when you're in
what do we like about white culture there?
I don't know.
I think I like the laid backness, man.
I know.
Like
YOLO.
Like you can YOLO, just do you. Like I feel like that is like they're trying to make your life like. Do things to make life easier for yourself.
And you know, you get to do stuff. You know, with Africans like, oh, let's do something.
Oh my god!
It never happens.
It never happens, bro.
It never happens.
Unless you like put all the responsibility on your own head and like you go out of your way.
And you don't want to do that because it's just extra headache.
Yeah, so you're like, you know
so
what?
it just never happens.
So it never happens.
But if you're with white people and you're with white friends, it's like.
They'll touch base with you. And they'll touch base with you.
Yeah, and you're always like, are we still going? What are we going to do?
And that should be on time.
I mean, yes, on time. They will actually, you shot yourself in the own foot. They will actually be on time, you know. Some people like to be 1 hour and 40 minutes late all the time.
What? The thing is, right?
But it's okay. I don't hate on some people.
We don't mean it. It's like, we don't
it's my ancestors. My ancestors will be pissed off if I'm early.
It's like, for some reason, our culture doesn't respect time.
Yeah.
It doesn't respect time.
People always like, why are you always late? I'm like,
it's
I cannot help it. My ancestors will get
like,
pissed off at me if I'm early.
Like, I even kind of feel bad about it sometimes. Like it doesn't benefit us.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't benefit us.
There was a day I was always when my workmates when I used to work at the other place I used to work at. We always go out. I was always late. Like 30 minutes before the finish, I would get there. And one day I was there early. Nobody was there. Since that moment, I just had to be late.
And even African events, right? There's a mandatory rule. Any African event, if you say 6 o'clock, you come 6 o'clock, you're stupid.
You're down. You're just gonna be there for
you come
like
8 o'clock. You come 9 o'clock. 8 or 9 o'clock.
8 o'clock is when the ceremony starts. Everyone is just fully. 9 o'clock, everyone's already there. So
10 o'clock is when it really starts ramping up. So it's just like you never go to an African event on time. Okay. Never, ever.
Have you ever been accused of being too white with your black mates?
Oh, dude.
I have.
Always. Like, I went to Africa, they call me too diplomatic. They're like, what are you so diplomatic for? It's like you're always trying to talk about things. I swear to God, like we have these people. Like,
I don't know where to start with that one.
We have these workers, right? And they're working on a project of my dad's, right? And like, even my dad's a bit, like, he's considered African as fuck here, but like, even in Africa, they call him diplomatic.
Yeah,
and like, the boss over there was like, he legit was taking stones. Like, I'm not joking with you. He was taking stones and he was chucking at the workers. Go harder! What the fuck do you call and we're like, me and my dad are like, yo, bro, chill. Don't do that to this guy. It's workplace safety. He's like, please, leave me, let me deal with these people.
You take your scholary ass over there.
You take
your white scholary ass over there.
Your Australian shit over there. Let me deal with these people. This is the language they understand.
Yeah, and it's so like,
And it's not
It's like, how do you expect me to be when
That's too rough.
Practically got brought up in a white culture, and I'm trying my best to be Nigerian, Australian, and at some point I have to be
I feel like
mellow. You get me? Like I have to be in between. And black is like, why are you not black enough? White is like, oh, you're so.
Dude. And I feel there's this conflict. It's like a conflict inside of you. It's like always, am I being black enough, or am I being too white enough, or am I too black?
Or like, do you eat watermelon? Like, oh my gosh,
I barely eat fruit.
I barely eat veggies.
What are vegetables? It's like I don't expect to live past 45. You know,
the stereotypes of like people like you're black, you should be doing.
Oh, you should be. Like for instance, I can't dance. Like.
Yeah,
dude, you know how much of a disgrace that is? I can't dance.
I can't dance. You dance. You got embarrassed. I was like, what are you doing? Sit down. So I was like,
nah, Tuso really can't dance.
I was like, sit down.
Like I can't dance.
I was like,
but Tuso really can't dance. You know, but that's okay.
But I accept people for who they are.
Another thing is, I don't get mad that easily, and people are shocked by that. I'm a mellow guy. I'm like, don't get triggered that much. They're like, oh shit, you do this to a black guy.
And
he's
the
gonna flip
dancing
the
part
table.
too. The dancing part, it's like, me right now, let's say I can dance, but if I go to Nigeria...
they consider you basic.
I know. It's like, what are you doing? What's this white girl doing? Like,
dude, I realized how white I was when I went back to Africa, bro. Fuck, bro.
You never know how white you become until you visit your actual motherland. And then you're like,
you realize,
what
shit, bro. I even my Creole, right, which is the language we speak there, Creole. It's pretty trash compared to like the home-based one. It's like I thought I was speaking it pretty decently, and then when I went there, I'm like, oh god damn.
When you come back,
I put in an Aussie accent. I'd be mixing English words into this Creole without even noticing.
And you'd be nicely putting it in nice English words.
And it's like all the Sierra Leoneans have been doing it here too, but we don't notice it until we go back.
Because it's just normal. It's a norm,
And guess what? I also found out that other people do it too, because I had this Syrian girl, and she was like a friend of mine, and she's like, dude, I put like English words into my Arabic and stuff so easily, and we all do it here that we don't even
with Yoruba, when I speak Yoruba, sometimes it's like
because you know what you realize? I think when you know two languages, you find out
you mix
like
together.
English words fit better in some places. Like some words are better to explain in English, and some things are better to explain in Yoruba or whatever language you speak at home. Like and you just like kind of mix it like together, like
and I've got to like if I was gonna go back to Nigeria, I have to learn like I have to only speak Yoruba, so they wouldn't know I'm from Australia. So that way it wouldn't be like
because they're gonna hustle your ass.
Yeah,
but truth is they're gonna know. They're gonna know.
But the thing is, even if I'm speaking my Yoruba, it'll be like a white version.
Yeah, they're gonna hear your accent. They're gonna hear your accent.
They'll be like, man, 20,000
naira.
They're
gonna hustle you as fuck, man.
I was just like, let me just pack my bag and just.
Like even me, like when I was in Sierra Leone, I would never speak to like store people. Like I would always have my uncle there or like my thing there.
How much is this? You're like,
yeah. I'll talk to him. I'll be like, yeah, I want that, and then he'll come up to me. He'll be like, okay, then don't go there. Let me talk to him, and then he'll talk to him and get like maybe 50-60% discount. When if I went there, they would have been like, dude. Bang.
And you would have paid for it because you'd be like, it's cheaper in Australia.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can get this one. Like, I did that in China.
That was a business thing.
It's so cheap.
It's so cheap.
Next minute, I'm getting scammed the fuck out. Oh my gosh.
East Africans are
there's another thing. There's another white people do. Like, they always think like just because they know one place.
Yeah, they know the entire.
They know everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, where'd you? So you're from Nigeria? Oh, is that close to South Africa?
It's like, okay, let me tell you something. Africa, like within our own countries. Within even our own countries, we have different, like within the own countries, there's like tribal boundaries and shit. You gotta understand, bro. That place is massive and like so diverse, and it's like it's just crazy, diverse and crazy.
What I'm gonna end this with is just life.
Dude, we can keep going on and on.
I know.
Like, we didn't
even touch base with it. We didn't some stuff.
We talk about important stuff like male and female relations. In African families, we didn't talk about like
maybe have a part 2
goals and shit.
Yeah.
And expected goals. It's like like there's this joke this African comedian made. It's like actually the Nigerian comedian. She's like, oh, in a Nigerian family, you're either two things. You're either a doctor or a disgrace.
And you know what I am right
now. We're all disgraced. So it's like, but at the same time, that is so true. It's either like you get like like people don't understand this, but like in an African family, it's mandatory you go to uni. Like it's
Yeah,
mandatory
you can't say you're not going to
be
uni.
successful. Like, and people think like, oh, African families like, oh, yes, they want all their kids to be gangsters and shit. But the truth is, dude, if you like on that gangster shit in African community, you're
gonna get.
You're a loser.
The way you're gonna get, you're like, oh, yeah. Think about that son.
Yeah, that one son.
Yeah, it's such a shame. The parents tried so hard.
Look at that one's daughter over there doing this.
And we're such a small community.
Everybody knows everybody. I knows everybody. I know. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know names, but I'm pretty sure.
But I know
them somehow.
If I see a photo, I'm like, oh, I met that guy in Afrobeats.
Yeah, we're so tiny, bro.
South of Afrobeats, I met him, yeah.
And everybody's doing with everybody, so it's like, what are you gonna do, man?
We're gonna make a big part 2. This is gonna we're gonna just go on forever.
We can keep going on.
Yeah, we're just gonna make a part 2.
I feel like we should have more people next time, so I have different perspectives.
Yeah, the part 2 is gonna be extra. Probably someone that's not African, but
we should have somebody else's know.
Yeah, someone that's not African, but like understands. It's also like has a cultural background.
I feel like a lot of ethnic people have the same shit too. Because I've been speaking to like some of my Middle Eastern mates, and that's the thing about Australia too. It's like you have friends from like all over the world. Like we got Indian mates.
That's why I like Australia.
Pakistani mates,
you can my group of friends are not just
mates, white mates. Yeah,
my group of friends are not just white.
Most of my mates ain't black, to be honest.
It's Asian, black. Everywhere, we're just everywhere.
We're like mixing,
and that's why I like Australia. Australia is not a white country; it's a black country. It's a black country.
The moment you go out of Western Sydney, the moment you leave this area,
Australia in general is not a white country.
It is, bro. I'm telling you.
It is a black country. It's owned by Aboriginals. Okay. And even though they sometimes find it hard to accept us black people who accept
I'm not going to say anything about that. What's continuing?
Australia itself is...
It's not.
It's a black country.
It's not. Don't listen to this one.
This one
is politically correct.
See? Politically correct. That's what we need. So, thank you guys for watching.
How much land does Aboriginals own?
That was before they got. Don't get me started.
It's like, wait a minute. Okay, wait. Example, right? I'm saying, okay, imagine if, this is your house. I'll call it your house, but guess what? I own all the shit in your house. That
was before the white people came and made this a terra nullius land and made this place. They made this place for like prisons.
I know.
This is technically Australia was technically a prison.
I know.
We're in prison.
I know.
We're literally.
I know that.
We get the fashion 5 times late. We're in prison, guys.
I know that shit. But it's like okay, you're saying this is Aboriginals' land, but then Aboriginals don't own shit in this land. And it's like okay, it's just like
if you go,
I mean like what's out there? I mean what's out there?
The land.
Desert.
Yeah, the desert.
Dirt.
I want to go to Uluru one day. You know the rock thing. Yeah, and I also want to visit around. I still want to go around Australia. I haven't. You're not Australia until you visited everywhere.
Okay, good. Don't worry. Good luck with this one. It's like I'm gonna give. You know what? I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna collect rent on that house, but I'm just gonna be like, this is Anne's house. I'll just collect Anne's. I'll buy a house. I'll just collect.
I mean, rent. You can.
I'll collect rent. I'll I won't even put her name. I'll just use it as a name value because it's not even called. We'll call it Australia. It's like, you know what?
That's it, guys.
I was just be like, you know what? Everybody has to call it Anne's
Ishmael,
house.
we gotta finish this.
Even though I'm gonna have the house, collect rent, and sell it, and call it Anne's house.
But what I'm trying to say, message
on respect to
for this video,
it is originally indigenous land.
It is,
but not anymore.
We're trying to recognize them. That's why everything you say with recognize the Aboriginal and.
Legit. Okay. Keep it real. I respect them, but I feel like it's just like it's kind of just like just a tap on the back, some bullshit. It's not real.
True.
It's because guess what? I still take it. I'm not gonna give you shit back.
Yeah, and that's
I'm saying give you shit back.
I feel like they're trying to make everything. Why are we going to political here? No, part 2. We're not talking about this. Is too political for me. So, anyways, thank you guys. Africans, Aboriginals.
Yes. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Ishmael, for coming to part 1 of the video.
No worries,
coming to part 2 of it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
I'm coming.
I record it. She's recording. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like, subscribe, and share. Bye.
Take care.